You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what?
He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Hodges. The throw to the outside is complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Colorado offense will take over 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to buy time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Duke took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Well, they tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now,
Afterburner's coming. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Coming after him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Tigers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Cole. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Give to the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 10, Auburn 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. Got the quick pass. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on an out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. This is a designed run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the air, it's Hodges. Spits it out to the back. Good timing on the quick out.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Daly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
A lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Here's the handoff. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set! Get set!
Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Now adjusting. He'll fire to his right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Finds his big tight end. And they get him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're going up top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
They go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big gain.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hodges. Finds his target down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got his man quickly. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is getting dominated today. And, friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 32 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Steps away. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. They won't let him in. He nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. The give. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his 2nd pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Hodges. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Cricket. Valley spotter.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Motion from the offense. The DBs will back off a bit. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
31, Colorado, 24.
The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for a block. It's Cole. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working right now.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Hodges. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And Excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Scanning the field, it's Hodges. He lost one down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with a run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I'll tell you what, could have been a big play on the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, 4th down, let's see how aggressive you want to be.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Shabera. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Makes it past the marker. Open runway ahead. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's Daly. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Now on the move. And the Buffaloes will move the sticks with the first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown Buffaloes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hodges. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. That's caught. It's Cobb. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to fire on second down. Hubs it downfield. It's caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. On the move. Touchdown, Tigers. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, it's Fernandez. Trying to get to it. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense is just boom.